so hard and got so far.
Alright, hello everyone. This is Filipina Blue family. Welcome here again in our channel. This is the immigration part 2.
I think it's part 2. One of them we messed up on. We have a guy that's in the U.S. wanting more information and cost and the process, so we're going to cover that. So, you ready?
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, so apparently the first video that we made on immigration, we didn't cover the process, the cost. So he, if I read it right, is getting married. So we're gonna base this on if you're getting married.
Yeah.
Even then, the first part of when you get here, it's the same regardless if you're going to get married or not. So you first get 30 days when you first get here, and that's automatic. Now then, some guys do this a little bit different. I found it the cheapest way to come here is, of course, book your flight way ahead. And in other words, some of the guys I've talked to did not buy a round trip ticket. I don't know how all that works, but how they did it. But as in other words, they booked it from here. You know, I guess immigration's supposed to already know if you're exiting out or not. So however that works. But anyway, so I bought a round trip ticket, which was even cheaper than doing it their way. So I paid like $900 to get here. And there again, you get 30 days. Go in the day before. And they have little satellite offices pretty much all over the place. Some of them are harder to get to. Depending on where you're at, you're going to have to go by boat, ferry, whatever you want to call it. So that's going to add to your cost as far as traveling. So some of them can be hours away, as in other words, and you don't have your stuff ready. You're going to have to go back, get your stuff, and go back. So it can be a pain in the ass, but in my sense, it's been very easy. So we'll go with that. So when you first get here, you get to 30 days. And then when you go to renew it, unless they change it between this video and the time you come, as of right now, it's about 3,100 pesos.
Yeah, the first payment.
First time, and you get another 30 days.
Yeah, that is already extension, baby. The second one.
Yeah, that gives you the other 30, the next 30 days, and then the second time you go, it's going to cost you a little bit more, and that's without. If you go late, even if it's a week late, a day late, and I've heard even a month late, the fees, they're going to charge you a fee. And in my case, it was only $500, and I just didn't want to go. It was during the holidays, so, and I knew there was going to be a fee. So, and I knew it was going to be, $10 fee. Come on, guys. So, if that wouldn't have happened, it would have been 8,700 and what was that? I don't have my glasses.
2,628.5.
So plus 1,000. Yeah. So, in that case, the $500 fine put it over a little over 9,000. So that's pesos. So that gives you 2 months, and then they give you what they call an ACR card, and that's basically your alien registration card. Yeah. Whoop. Yeah. So, and in this case, mine's married because I was already married on my second trip. So whether yours is going to say single or married or whatever. Now then, the reason I'm bringing this up is because, there again, the guy's supposed to be getting married. Where's that paperwork for the 13A?
13A.
13A.
Oh,
that way we can show him how easy. And he did ask a question, or I've seen other comments on it. Let me just have the easy page. The form, the actual form. There. This is how short and easy it is. And basically, it's your name, your address, your birth certificate, your date of birth, just very simple questions about her. So it's nothing even on the back. It's just one page, maybe a 2-page. No, that's instructions. Okay, so and the instructions are really easy.
Yeah.
And basically what this does is gives you dual citizenship. So, but you still have to check in once a year. But when you do that, it's like 300 pesos, okay? And basically it's just, hey, you're still married, still live at this address, and then you go home. Bye, have a good day. Now then, there's...
Well, anyway, guys, one more... one more good news for us. We already been get our PSA marriage certificate, guys. For how long we've been waiting for this one?
That was over a month, way over a month.
It's just only months here.
So, I mean, it's still easy to get, but it's we call it Filipino time here. You don't just get it in the mail right then and there, you know. So, so that 13A is going to cost you like 8,000 pesos, okay? Then, but you do have to have this first, or part of it, okay? They want you to have this. Now, whether they change it to whatever...
So that the next, once you're going to immigration, just show this to them, and then together with your passport, guys.
Yeah, because they put a stamp inside of it. Yeah. Now, there again, that's if you're not doing a 13A and what have you. So let me finish explaining that right quick so they understand it. So get married, get this paper because you need this as well, okay? And I would back up a little bit here. For those guys that are coming here and knowing that you're going to stay here, bring as much paperwork that you have that you know of in the back of your head. I mean, like your birth certificate, your divorce papers, there in the States, any educational background paperwork that you have, bring all that. So it's not so much that you need it for this, but you just never know what you're going to want to do. The birth certificate, make sure it's original. They don't keep it, they just make copies of it, so you always get everything back. But anyway, so the 13A is going to cost you 8,000, a little over 8,100 pesos. Okay, but here's the difference. You have to have this, there again, you have to go to MBI, which is, what do they call it? It's basically a police clearance here.
Yeah, police clearance.
It's police clearance, meaning that you haven't committed any crime or, anything like that. And that, I think, what, 250? 150? It's very cheap, guys, like 250 bucks. And they basically just make sure, like I said, you haven't had anything put against you, what have you. That's part of your 13A. And then a BI clearance. BI clearance, for some reason, they charge a lot more. That's like 1,000 pesos. It's still like 20 bucks, but still, you need that. And the BI clearance is basically an immigration clearance. It's, you've paid all your fees prior to you doing this. And that's pretty much it. Now then, when you go, if you're going to the embassy and you're getting married, this is one of the things I meant to mention before, is that it's, and again, this is as of now, and versus when I went, and if they changed it, upped it, lowered it, or whatever, you're going to pay in cash, or you can use a debit card. Don't use a debit card, and here's why, is because, and I didn't think about it until I went back to my bank and looked at it, and of course we're talking about the bank in the States, but you kind of lose basically because of the rate exchange. So if you would have pulled that $50, you would have actually had more pesos in your pocket than you see where I'm going with this. So it's $50, so you would have paid a little over 3,000, and that's basically your lieu of affidavit. That's the one we mentioned before, and in one of the videos. You need that to
one of our requirements for getting married.
Yeah, so
that is the last one.
And you set an appointment online. It's really easy to do, and and if you do see it, if you see one day that's blank, because this happened to us. Happened to a couple people. When you go in there, there's a little calendar, and you can pick a time, and you print out your receipt, because you got to have that. It's not a receipt; it's just your confirmation that you have an appointment there at the embassy. And try not to film it; they kind of freak out about that. So anyway, you remember that? It's kind of funny, but anyway, there again, just don't use your debit. Just pull cash and go, because it's going to save you some money. I know I have a bad habit of. So anyway, that's pretty much it. That's what we know of as of right now. Immigration is not a big issue here, guys, especially when you're married. So, but if there's something we've missed again, let us know, and we'll try to reply again on it. So, what do you got, babe?
Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for
It's a nice outfit.
for watching our channel, though, and just continue subscribe and watch our channel. And God bless to everyone.
God bless. Cheers. Sorry, guys, I forgot to mention something on that 13A. I know it's been has come up quite a bit. You don't have to have a deposit in the bank of like 10 or 20,000 that you see on this on the internet, and I can tell that's where a lot of the confusion comes in. But there again, this is a different type of visa. The ones that where they're saying, you know, your retirement age and versus putting money in the bank and then you get, you know, your residency that way. It's not like that for the marriage visa, or, you know, the 13A resident visa. So I just wanted to point that out right quick. You don't have to do that. So again, with 13A, it's just easier and a lot cheaper than going back and forth all the time. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I just wanted to point that out after closing it. So thanks.